La La Land, directed by Damien Chazelle and starring Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone, the film follows a musician and an aspiring actress who meet and fall in love in Los Angeles while they are pursuing their dreams. Hello, and welcome to Exploring Cinema. I'm really sorry that it took a while for me to post out a few new videos. It was a mixture of I've had to deal with a lot at work, as well as, I don't know, honestly, I wasn't feeling the motivation. It was just, for the past few days, I wasn't able to really do anything because of certain reasons, but I'm back now, and I hope to churn out more reviews more often. But anyway, let's get on to the review. Ryan Gosling plays Sebastian, a musician who dreams of saving jazz by opening up his own jazz club. And he's very passionate about jazz, obviously, and about being able to play whatever he wants, but he keeps getting these jobs where he's forced to follow the boss's choice of music, which he does not like at all. And while this is not Gosling's greatest performance, I still hold that to his role in Blue Valentine. He still does a really good job in this film. My favorite scene is where his character is sitting down with Emma Stone's character in a jazz club, and he's forcing her to listen to jazz because she tells him that she had never actually, or that she hates jazz. And he just sits there explaining the history and just why jazz is, in his mind, one of the greatest things ever created. And I could feel the passion just oozing off of him in that moment. And of course we have Emma Stone as Mia, a barista who dreams of becoming an actress. Mia sees a horrible side of Hollywood, whereas whenever she's going into an audition, even if she does a spectacular job, nobody really pays attention to her. She still has bad auditions in the movie, they show them, but one of her first auditions, you could tell she really has the knack to be an actress, but people keep interrupting her for stupid shit, like they want some coffee, or somebody, they call in somebody to give them a sandwich or something. This is by far Emma Stone's greatest role, and she gives an amazing performance, with her standout scene being where she is actually in an audition. I won't spoil what happens in the scene, but you'll know it when you see it. And she was so good in this movie that she actually won an Oscar for her performance. Gosling and Stone have amazing chemistry in this film. They feel like one of those classic Hollywood couples, like Humphrey Bogart and Lauren Bacall, and Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers. And their chemistry is effortlessly channeled through this film. And it doesn't hurt that they've been in other films before. First they were two lovers in Crazy Stupid Love, which, honestly, they were one of the only redeemable qualities of that movie. And then you had them in Gangster Squad, which I think they had the same issue there. They were the only redeemable quality, or at least for me. This film is a musical, and it harkens back to the golden age of not just movie musicals, but just its bright colors and hypnotic storytelling. And it also harkens back to classic cinema as well. Like with Whiplash, the film is also centered around music, and the film shows that when you chase after your dreams, there is always a price. The film at first did actually seem like it could be very cliched, but then it pulls the rug out from under you, the details of which I will not spoil. This is a film that's primarily a love letter for dreamers, which I actually did have to make that my title. I actually liked that thought. But it's a love letter for dreamers, from dreamers, in a world where these dreams are often dashed in favor of the mundane, crushing security of a normal life. It embraces making your fantasy a reality. Cinematography, aside from Moonlight's, is the best of 2016. Every shot, every edit was just beautifully accomplished with fast pace and even long choreographed takes. The cinematographer actually made the camera movement have a kind of rhythm that would enhance the film's songs and actually give the film a heightened magical feel. The musical numbers and score were composed by Justin Hurwitz, the composer that worked with Chazelle on Whiplash. The likes of this sort of musical hasn't been seen in a while, and has actually found a balance to be both original and even to borrow musical ideas that have been done before. I can't describe the music any further without potentially spoiling certain film elements, so I will say I will say two things. The music and the film play off of each other very well. The lyrics are uplifting, poignant, and meaningful, and the vocals are astounding. Also, one thing that I loved about this musical, a lot of people hate it whenever in musicals, it feels really obvious that a musical number is about to start. You know, like the music starts building up, and you just get that feeling like, oh god, here comes another one. I don't have that issue, but I know a lot of people do. And the music just flowed naturally. I was not expecting when I first watched this movie, I was not expecting anywhere where the music was going to start, except for one scene, but that was because it was an actual performance at a concert, and so that was a bit different. But it flowed naturally through the entire film, and I loved it. To recap, La La Land is a triumph for the musical genre. As somebody who's been musically trained in the past, I can tell when something is good, and La La Land is great, just due to great performances from the two leads, especially with Stone's Oscar-winning performance, a beautiful and inspiring story, gorgeous cinematography, my number 2 score of 2016, and musical numbers that I keep binging to this day, and with a couple of nitpicks, mostly some goofs in like the costume design, because I will admit there's one scene where, or it's a couple of scenes where you see Emma Stone, and for some reason, like one scene she'll be wearing black pants, and then the next she'll be wearing a skirt. I guess it was it was kind of a goof because it happened way too often in that span of like 5 to 8 minutes or whatever. But anyway, other than a couple of goofs, it did not keep me from giving La La Land a 5 out of 5 reels, a masterpiece. Well, I'm finally done with my 2017 Best Picture series. It took over half a year. I don't know why it took me so long. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching and just listening to me ramble once again. Hopefully next time I'll actually finish a series much quicker. I mean, hell, I still gotta finish my Star Wars one before Last Jedi. But anyway, what did you guys think of La La Land? Leave your thoughts in the comments section. So, but really, did you love it, hate it, you were indifferent, haven't seen it yet? What were its strengths, what were its weaknesses? I want to know your thoughts. I welcome new perspectives. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already for more reviews and content. There's always more to come. And for other ways to help support the channel, please check out in the description down below. Thanks once again, and farewell. Until the next video. Bye.